And we're back, YouTube. Thank you for tuning in. As always, I appreciate that. And today, let's play Halcyon 6 Lightspeed Edition. Now, yesterday I uploaded a video, Halcyon 6 Base Commander. And turns out that is the classic game. It's the original game. And the Lightspeed Edition is the one that will be released on August 10th. So it will be out very soon on Steam. And I was in the impression that I actually was playing this game, but the developer was so kind to point out in the comments below of my video, my original video, that I wasn't actually playing the Lightspeed Edition, and that the Lightspeed Edition is a new revamped version of the classic game, and they've added a lot of new stuff, like new subclasses, new officers, new ships, new alien races. They have streamlined the story, they have fixed bugs and glitches and all kinds of stuff. This game, Halcyon 6, has been a little bit under the radar, I think, for a lot of people, because it's just a lot of fun. It's just a fun game that there's a lot to it, and it kind of shows two things for me. I mean, they reached out to me, so that means they care about their community, and the fact that they have added all kinds of new stuff to the old game really tells me that this is a thing that they love, that this game is just their dream product, I think, their dream game, and it's just great, and it gives me a lot of incentive to play this game, you know, to do it justice, so to speak. So let's jump into this. And what is this game? It's a base building / strategy / space combat / roguelike. I mean, it takes all kinds of elements from all kinds of different games, and it makes it into a really nice package. So start a new game, and we're gonna skip the prologue and start a new game on just for the sake of the video. I'll start on the lowest difficulty because I suck at games. That's just the truth. No, not really, but just to learn the gripes of the game, learn its gameplay mechanics. It's always good to start on the lowest difficulty, and then progress from there. And it shows that there's a lot of replay value to this game, as you can ramp up the difficulty to Commander, to Captain, to Admiral, to Grand Admiral, which is the impossible way to play this game, obviously. But let's start on Lieutenant just for the sake of the video. Let's start the game. Now, I do love the retro style graphics. It's just amazing. Already I can tell that things have changed from the original game, since here you can first choose your first officer, and you're given 3 options here. You get the physicist, the strategist, and the mechanic, and each come with their own space combat powers and ground combat powers. So it just really depends on what kind of playstyle you want to choose, I guess. Each have their advantages and disadvantages. I know, I guess I will take, let's see, I do like to take one that has the ability to repair things, repair drone, overdrive. So I'm going with the mechanic. I like a class that has healing powers, has repair powers. So I'm going to select this officer, Isolde. Engineering officers are the toughest and mechanically minded officers in the Federation. Their power repertoire often consists of damage over time attacks, hard-hitting attacks, and taunt attacks, while buffs often protect itself from harm. Alright, so in space combat, engineering officers are able to command engineering ships which have the toughest hull of the 3 ships. Okay, I think it's a good choice for the first officer, so we'll confirm that. Commander, with all the recent events, the crew felt it necessary to create a short briefing for you. Here it is. Okay, so this is a list of things to do when you are starting the game. So you have to upgrade the Starbase and the fleet, recover the Federation facilities, investigate the space pirates. So, for instance, upgrading the Starbase. The Starbase consists of rooms. You need to clear out the rooms and then put in new additions into the Starbase. So that's the base building thing, actually. The second objective is recover Federation facilities. This is the star map, and these are all locations you can visit with your fleet, and some have resources you have to find and gather. So you'll be flying over to these locations, gather resources, and with the resources you can build ships and new additions to the Starbase. Okay, so investigating the space pirates, that means that you have to go to this part of the galaxy map and get rid of the pirates there. So that's pretty clear. And right in the middle, right here, is your space base. So let's start the game. Before you start, you should directly promote a new officer from the ranks. I prepared a list of suitable officers for you to choose from. Okay, so again I need to select another officer, and I'm giving the strategist, a biologist, inventor. Okay. And you can re-roll these settings, so they might change up the powers, they might change the buffs and all that. Again, officers have space combat powers and ground powers, but we might get into that later. Since I already choose, I'm not sure what to, restoration field, so it's a, again, this is a restoration power. Biologist has healing powers, I can see. Why not? Why not? Just select it. Good job, sir. You can never have too many science officers, if I say so myself. All right. So now it's not real time, although it is a bit, because you can forward advance time by pressing this button. But first, we need to look at our space station. I think that's a good idea. Now here we have all the rooms that we can put in new additions to our base. Now we already have a bunch of them. We have a bridge. It's right here. We have the officers' quarters that allows you to upgrade the officers, which is really nice. You can actually upgrade them. They have trades, they have a bio, and all these upgrades can be unlocked, so to speak. I only have 2 officers, so... And these are rooms I can clear out, of course, as I said. Fleet command, ship construction. Here you can choose which ship you want to construct. In the old game, it takes 1 officer for 1 task. I'm not sure if that's still the case, probably. So you can construct a ship. Let's, for instance, say I want a marksman tier 1. They're all tier 1 ships, but as you progress in the game, you get better ships, better upgrades and all that. So these are all there. So construct a ship. You now have no officers that can command this ship. Okay, so it's not a good idea to make that. This one I can make. It's a classic science ship. So why not do that? In 3 days it will be finished. And we might put to work our other officer and to explore this room right here. And you can explore the room, you can add an officer, and this one, and it will be done in 1 day. So confirm task, and now we can forward time, we can advance time by pressing this button, I think. Here we go. So we've cleared out the section you asked for, so the room is empty now, and we can start building stuff there. You can start by building a dark matter multiplier. It's one of the resources in the game, the dark matter. You need to find a lot of dark matter in this game, but I don't have the power. So the first choice, obviously, is to build a reactor. so you have more power. So let's construct that room. So this is really the base building part of that game. So it's going to take 3 days, and let's just advance time. Let's do that. Alright, so the new Acolytes class starship is now ready for active duty. All it needs now is a commanding officer, which you may assign from the ship management console. Okay, so the biologist is available because, well, she created the ship, so you can add that to the ship. Now, if your officer is flying the ship, he or she will not be available for other tasks, so that you know, actually. So we now have 2 ships, actually. There's a knight here, and we have the small ship, the science ship. So let's forward time again. Wait for the construction of the reactor. That's done. I'm going to show the location. Unlocked an achievement as well. So now I got 20 power, which is good. Which makes sure that I am now able to build more and create more ships or whatever. So let's go to the shipyard, ship management, and we're gonna put in the mechanic as well, who's gonna fly the knight. Now I have 2 ships, and let's go to the star map and visit this location. This is the refinery. It's always a good idea to go there first. It's the closest to the base, and we can upgrade the refinery, but we don't have an officer. But we have to, I think we can have, we have to go there. Let's see how does that work? In the old game you can send out your troops, launch your fleet. Let's see, how do we do that here? At this point I cannot launch the ships right here, so how do I do that? Okay. Alright, so there's a new icon here. That obviously means I can send a fleet, so we'll do that. Here you can select your ships, pretty much like in the classic game. I got 2 ships, and I'm gonna launch the fleet. So it's going to the to this place. There, and now we've made contact with the fuel refinery. We're lucky that you came. We were sure those aliens were going to find and kill us. Alright, so we can transfer 8 fuel to the fleet. We can also evacuate the facility if needed, but this one is quite close to the base, so it's not very necessary to evacuate the facility. It might be a different story when you have a facility right here at the other side of the galaxy, and there's a lot of aliens swarming it, so it might not be profitable to keep a facility that's all the way here up and running. Now, in the early stages of the game, you have to gather resources manually. So we're going to send our ship to this location, which is has potential supply of dark matter, and one of the other resources that we're going to need. So let's send our ships out there, and we're going to redirect the fleet. It goes to this place, and we've made contact with the dark matter extractor. And here, same story. So we got 20 dark matter. I will leave the system. Now that we made contact with a few surviving Federation colonies, we might want to look into re-establishing our network of satellite drones to automate resource retrieval. So that means that we need to research to get those upgrades. We found a few lying around the Starbase that you can deploy immediately to get started. An officer is required to travel to the individual Federation colony facilities to configure the satellites there. Once configured and deployed, whenever the facility is at maximum capacity, it will load up a freighter, which will take a few days, and then send it automatically to Halcyon 6. Now, this is a good upgrade from the old game, because in the old game, in the early stages, you had to manually pick up the resources, and as you're seeing right now, you can deploy these drones already from the start, which is a good thing. So if you want to build more, though, you'll have to research the satellite drones, tag, and then build a satellite drone control room. After that, we can build and deploy as many satellite drones as we please. So at this point, it might just be a good idea to do that and research the satellite drone control. Unlocks the ability to build satellite drone control room, which enables Halcyon 6 to materialize satellite drones to be deployed at the Federation colony facilities to automate resource delivery. But we can't do that yet because I guess we don't have the resources. Well, we do have the resources, but I think we need to create a fuel plant. Is that so? Let me see. We might start with an officer's academy. Research how to build an officer to unlock additional officers. I think that's also a good idea. But the game suggests researching the satellite drone control, but it's locked, as you can see. You can't do that yet. Starship Hangar Tier 2, can we do that? No, we don't have the resources, as you can see. So I think the best option from this point on is to start with the Officers Academy and research that, and so that we can continue expanding our base of operations. But I actually wanted to show you guys some of the combat in this game, and we are going to go to the pirate sector right here. So we select our fleet. No, we don't have to do it. We just have to click on the pirates, and we can go there, redirect the fleet, and we are going to fight some pirates. So here we go. There's only one pirate ship, so we can start combat. Now this will be easy because there's only one of them, and I have two ships. So let's engage the enemy. There we go. And just use the portal cannon on the pirate ship. There you go. The flank barrage, always a good option. Does a lot of damage, as you can see. And use the... Well, this small ship has, as I said, the option to repair other ships. So we do self-repair here, as you can see. There we go. We do another barrage. There it goes. So combat is pretty much turn-based. And you get Omega drones too. What is that? So these are additions to your ships. That's cool. Alright. Another achievement, beam us up. Haha, Ensign. Your officers leveled up. Click on their portrait to promote them. They have earned a skill point that can be used to unlock space and ground combat power. I would recommend you do this now. Okay. So here's a heads up about enemies that will drop special equipment that can add new powers or stat bonus to your ships, and which can you hook up to your ships in the ship management screen. Alternatively, you can scrap them for extra resources from the equipment screen. Okay. But we're first going to upgrade our officers. Now we have one skill point, as you can see. This guy, or this girl, Isolde. So one skill point, and let's see what we can unlock. Requires level 3. Power Glove Training unlocks the quick tune-up ship combat power and the Kurskish Haymaker ground combat power. Enhanced Structural Confidence unlocks the ramming speed ship combat power. So each of these skills sort of unlock certain abilities for your ships, or for, you know, you can use in ground or space combat, which is good. Hull Expertise improves ship's health by 150 points. Might be a good idea to do that. So we're gonna upgrade. So we've used the skill point there, and we go to the next officer, Melinda, who's got 0 points, so we can't upgrade her yet. So let's go back. Now there was something about these drones. Can we pick those up? How do we put those drones to work? I don't know yet. Ship construction. What do we got? These are the ships. Construct ships. I'm not sure how to do that. Equipment. Maybe that's... What's this? Omega drones. Repair 700 hull damage over 1 round and removes all debuffs. Okay, so that's something you can add to your ship, I think. Not sure how to do that. Let's see. Starbase. Let's see. I did have some satellites. What's this? Oh, okay. These are the names of the planets. Alright. Star map. I mean, the UI is really user-friendly. There are only a few screens. That's pretty much unchanged from the classic game. So we have the Starbase. You can switch to the ship management and the ship's construction and the research tree, the officers' quarters, equipment, and the main menu. So there's a whole lot of screens. It doesn't confront you with all kinds of spreadsheets and so forth, which is, in my opinion, a good thing. These are the resources that you need to look out for: fuel, dark matter, materials, and crew. So these are all they can all be found on the galaxy map. But I'm trying to think of how do I deploy a satellite drone right here. So you can, which is a good thing. It's really a good upgrade from the old game. Now from the start you can actually deploy a satellite drone. Can we do that? Oh, okay. So in order to do that you need an officer, and they are not available because, well, they are at my space station. So, which means I need to launch my fleet again. Go to this place. Left click. Send the fleet. 12 fuel. Redirect it, and they will go there. And from here we can view the facility and deploy the satellite drone that will automatically add the dark matter resources to my station. So we add an officer. We have one available. We have 2 actually. It will take 5 days, so this officer will be occupied for 5 days at this at the dark matter extractor. So we don't have to wait this out, I think, because we can maybe send out the fleet to this location. These officers are currently busy. If you continue, their current task will be well, the letters are gone here, which might be a little bug. I don't know. Maybe I found a little bug. So the sentence just stops, but if you continue there, current task will be, well, not completed, will not be completed. So we might not want to do that. But this is a little weird because I still have one ship that is manned, so why can't I select this one and continue flying to other locations? Or do we have to somehow split these two up? Because one is working and the other one is still available. Might want to go to the shipyard or ship management. So maybe from here we can do that or not. I don't know. I don't think he can actually. It's a bit weird that both of my officers are busy with the task that one officer is actually performing. And you can't unlink the two in order to move with one further on into the galaxy, as far as I can tell. But again, I'm playing this blind, so I might overlook something. And it should be possible to unlink these two somehow. I do recall that you can build different fleets, but I don't see how you can do that anymore. Trades, elite crew, resistances. That's weird. But I'll need to look into this a little further, how this works, how to unlock or unlink this to, because it doesn't make any sense, you know, to oh, you can press tab, cycle fleets. Okay, so I press tab, return fleet. What does that do? These officers are currently busy. If you continue, their current task will be, okay. No, that's not a good idea. No. What if I select this one? Can you just select one? That's the ship I want to unlink. Doesn't seem to be an option. I don't know. Maybe somebody watching this and I'm overlooking something, let me know in the comment section below. So, we're just going to sit this one out. I think it's the easiest way to do it, and just advance time for 5 days. You can see, fills up this circle. When finished, we have deployed the satellite drone. Has been deployed? Yep. So automated resource delivery should commence soon. That's a good idea. So next up, since, you know, fuel isn't a big problem for me, because fuel is quite, it's a really short distance to get some extra fuel. So I think it's a better idea to have the dark matter and some of the materials brought automatically to the space station. So let's head here. Maybe there is a mining facility. We don't know. I presume so. Oh, I don't have the fuel, which is a bummer. So I don't have the fuel. So this forces me to go to this place. I have enough fuel to go here, to go to the fuel refinery. We'll go there, and we'll transfer 25 fuel to the fleet. Okay. Also here, if you go to the facility, you can deploy satellite drone, but again, as I said, it's not a big problem to manually bring some fuel to the station because of the distance, a really short distance. So from here we might be able to reach this place. Oh, I don't have the fuel. First we need to go back to the space station. So there's a bunch of micromanagement going on in this game. Return home. Okay, so I have returned with 20 dark matter. And from here now I might be able to go to this place. And from here... Okay, maybe it works like this. Maybe here I can choose to select the ships and create a new fleet if necessary. I think it's still a good idea to have both of them because I'm not sure one of them will survive an attack of pirates or aliens or something like that. So, can we insufficient resources? What is missing? Still fuel missing? How is that possible? Only have one. I brought some fuel back, I thought. Or is it still here? That's weird. Current reserves. Alright. Oh, I really don't have the resources, so I guess we need to wait for extra resources? Is that it? Okay, so there's an alien coming. Sir, the Xlar ambassador has arrived in our system. They're claiming to be from the Xlar Yan 2 Directorate. It must be a new government that has taken over. I'll put them through. Federation Commander, greetings from the Honorable Xlar Yan 2 Directorate. It seems as though the biological superweapon you were clearly developing has gotten loose and is rapidly proliferating across Federation space. We hope you have learned not to pursue such a folly in the future. Those aliens, you think you made them as some kind of weapon? What are you talking about? Let's just choose the first one. Oh really, you expect us to think you weren't breeding monstrous flesh beasts or release on our empire in your secret quest for galactic domination. Typical Xlar paranoia. Oh fine then, don't admit your charade. I promise you our famed Xlar Yan 2 bioweapons experts will eventually capture one of those creatures and explore and expose the Federation fingertips all over its genetic code. Wait, Xlar do. Is that what you're called now? Be my guess. One final warning, do not approach or intervene with any Xlar territories or colonies. Unlike the Xar Norch or the Xar Kodloro, may they all roast in the great hellfires of Schlachtrez. The Xlar Yan 2 Directorate wishes no outside contact with any race. Do not intervene in our affairs, Terran. Fine. You go away then, huh? So, as time goes by, I get a little bit more fuel, but not a lot. Oh well. Hopefully I have enough now to go to my refinery. Left mouse, of course. Send out the fleet. Is that possible? Yes. Launch anyway. Transfer 25 fuel to the fleet. And leave the system. Now we might be able to go there. 5 fuel. Commander Isolde Freehold's fleet made contact with the minerals mine. Alright, so now we have a minerals mine at our disposal. That's a good thing. 74 materials to the fleet. And we should upgrade the mine with a satellite drone for automatic resource gathering. We add an officer, this one, and we have to wait 5 days. Confirm task. In 5 days that will be deployed. Below here you will find the current missions that I'm working on. Expand the fleet, upgrade the refinery, etc, etc. These are notifications. A lot of random events in this game, by the way, so there's a lot to distract you. But, you know, as it goes, these games, as you progress, you will be harassed by alien races. It will be harder and harder to gather the resources. Building ships takes a lot more materials and dark matter, so there's a whole progression there going on. So a bit of a grind, but, you know, that's also part of these sort of games, which is okay, as long as there's a lot of stuff, side stuff to do, and it seems that there is because of the small missions and the little tasks that you can perform and the upgrading of your base and all that. So And it's cool. It has that feeling of wanting to, I don't know, just progress and get better ships, get better equipment, level up and all that. So that's just, I think, is a good idea. There's another pirate fleet that has come to the sector. Oh man. And they're preparing to bombard us. There's no comparison. Knut is definitely the strongest candidate to replace Admirax. Okay. So there's a communication going on. So there's a lot of stuff going on. Since we're here, I think we need to abandon this the mineral mine for now and go back and fight these pirates off. So let's do that. We will redirect our ships and oh, save the pirate. What's this? A pirate fleet doubtlessly in the sector to raid Federation supply depots has been concerned by attacking Gruul. They beg you to save them from the barbarous flesh beasts. Let the pirates die and attack the weakened Gruul. Okay, let's do that. Your fleet watches as the Gruul and the pirates slowly wipe each other out after a few small blasts to finish both of them. Your fleet should be, there's a missing R here. So the little things that are still not perfect in this game. But it should be your fleet finds, should be an S missing here, finds a pile of materials in the wreckage to collect the materials. Alright, so let's head back to this station. Obviously these are little things that will be ironed out in the final release. Alright, so let's start combat here. 2 against 2, but my ships are way stronger, so it shouldn't be too big of a problem. So engage the enemy. Okay, so let's use the portal cannon on this one. Oh! That missed. Let's use the flank barrage on that one. Oh, that didn't miss. Okay. Another portal cannon on this guy. That's great. Okay. We'll finish him off. And another barrage. Take care of him. Oh, still alive. Alright. One last hit. There he goes. There he goes. Boom. And we've won. And if you win a battle, you get some more resources. So we killed the pirates. Our I think our officers are upgraded a little bit. Yeah. Melinda's got 1 skill point to spend, so I don't know. Unlocks stasis lock ship combat power. Nano restoration field ship power. Blood drive ground combat power. Okay, we'll do that. Upgrade. And that's how it goes. This is really cool. Really fun. I'm enjoying this game. There are little things that need to be ironed out, I think, but I like this game. I really, really like this game. I'm going to play it for many, many hours. It will be released on the 10th of August, so really soon. And I, again, will take this opportunity to thank the developer for supplying me with the Steam key. It was a really nice gesture. I do appreciate that. And with that, I say goodbye. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.